in Florida, you always wear sandals, so you kind of have,
Yeah. Yeah,
especially
nobody would
more.
want to look at my feet probably if I didn't, because
Oh,
my toenails are not very.
that's not true.
Very.
Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday or Sunday or whatever it is in your time zone or part of the world. I say that, then I think,
Evening,
you know what?
morning.
It's not always. So I hope your day is going well. I have to show you Kairu so that he can now relax. But
I
he
was
got
gonna say
groomed today. So he
somebody's
got
got
a
the
little
hockey
pretty
stuff going
hanky.
on.
Oh, see, they can't even see your hanky. He got a little hanky that they put on him. Oh, come here. Well, he wanted to show it.
Oh, there it is.
There's,
He's like, I'm not really wanting to show it off right now, Mom.
well, he doesn't want me to pick him up that way. He wants to sit on my lap. So he
Yeah,
really does want to show it. But
just
he
a
wants
different.
to be on my lap in the corner over here of the couch and then on my,
It's
tucked
like
on the other
somebody's
side.
all decked out in hockey over there or something.
So, well,
Yeah.
he is wearing a little Blues tie. I'm wearing my Blues jersey, trying to conjure up a win tonight.
Is it
So
almost over or is it just getting started? I don't know.
we're only in the second series.
How many series are there then? Like, I know nothing about hockey. Oh no, she's frozen. I'm so lonely. Oh, so lonely. Hi, everybody. I have no clue what to say. Come back to me, Tiffany. One is the loneliest number that you.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, oh no, I don't know what to say. It's not like I have anybody to talk to. So I'm like, I was just singing. One is the
Oh my gosh,
loneliest
I'm so
number.
sorry. Um, I said series, I meant playoff rounds. So there's 4 rounds and then the cup.
Oh, okay. So then it's just kind of getting started. Then it's not like, or in the middle.
Yeah. So, well, I guess technically the 4th round is the cup. It's kind of, yeah. Second round and then conference finals and then
So kind of
anyway.
in the middle. Then.
So yeah. But then each series, like right now we're playing the Avs. It's the best of 7. So you could win it in 5, 6, or 7. So then you have to wait on the other team to finish. If you win it in 5 and they don't win their series until 7, so it still can be,
Okay.
depending. So, anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like I know nothing about hockey at all. So I do know that I have some hockey cards. I was looking through my cards and stuff, and I'm like, why do I have hockey cards? I have a Wayne Gretzky. I have a Wayne Gretzky card. I was like, oh look, I know that person. That's the only one I'm looking at. Oh, I know that person.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yes. So, but let's see. We'll start talking about Comic Sans after the first sprint. So we'll sprint at quarter after for just a shorter one for like 20 or 25 minutes. And then we'll talk about the book in the second span, just so we get to have time for people to get here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you finished it, right?
Yes, last night. I started it yesterday and finished it yesterday. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. I kind of put it on like 2.2 speed and like powered through it. Some of it actually I was like, oh, I kind of remember that. I kind of, because I have listened to it before, so it was just kind of refresh my memory. And it's like the shorter one, I think, of the bunch because I think it was only like 7 hours. So
maybe I don't remember what the other one was.
So at 2.2 speed, it went pretty quick. So
that's awesome. Hannah said, "Hello, everyone. I'm going to be trying to finish Killer Kung Pao by Vivian Chen during the live today. Excellent. I like that series.
I like Kung Pao. I don't want mine to be killer though.
Hey. Cornflower said, I'm reading Cut Work by Monica Ferris. I hope everybody's continuing to improve. Let us know how your mom's doing. We'll be happy to see her back. Occasion said, hi, everyone. Reading Killer Party, a tourist trap mystery, number 9. Excellent. Jane is, hello, Jane. I'm going to listen to Space Murder by Nikki Haverstock. I started last night, but I will need to start from the beginning because I can't remember what happened and whatever I already read. Gotcha. That is an interesting title. Susan G said, enjoyed this. Paige Sheldon series, gave all 3 stars. Books in the series a 4-star rating. Currently, I'm still trying to get through Basket Case. How are you enjoying Basket Case? Are you enjoying it? All that stuff. That's what happens when you start a book late at night. Absolutely, Jane. Hey, Anita. Going to be reading Grilling the Subject by Daryl Wood Gerber and Death by Beach Read by Eva Gates. Excellent. Nancy said, hello, Nancy. Reading Cinnamon Murder number 15. Joanne Fluke still enjoying. Awesome. The Reading Nook. I just got done watching your new video. Yay. Hi, Nadine. I'll be reading On Her Majesty's Frightfully Secret Service by Reese Bowen. It's number 11 in the Royal Spinus. I love it. Yay.
Have you read all of those?
No.
Yeah.
No. No, I like when they're my favorite series, I like to spread them out so that like I always know that I have more. I don't know. I'm weird, but no. This happens to me too, Jane. Oh yeah. Yes. I gave Comic Sans 3 stars. I don't think Paige Sheldon is the author for me. Gotcha. Well, we will talk about it. They said, just finished my re-listen of Comic Sans Murder, best of the series, I think, and I really like this series. I'll be listening to Winter House this afternoon. Yay! Nice, Hannah. Thanks. I need to film the video you tagged me onto. Excellent. Oop. Well, I lost my spot. There we go. Ooh, 5 stars. Okay. We'll be talking more in depth, I promise, after the first. I don't want to get too into it until we have people here that, you know. And Nancy, I'll
Make
be
sure everybody
finishing
gets there.
my Monica Ferris series in November, and I'm going to start reading Joanne Fluke at that time. Excellent. I loved all the Dangerous Types books. So sad there aren't more. Well,
Yeah, and you can tell that it wasn't an ended series. It wasn't meant to be like a trilogy.
I gave Comic Sans Murder 3 stars. Still enjoyed, but was disappointed that it ended there without conclusions, which isn't her fault, probably. Yeah. I think that was what Storm was kind of saying. I gave Comic Sans Murder 2.5 stars. I really did not enjoy this series at all. I was so bored and I kept forgetting the plot. I actually preferred Kebab Kitchen more. Nice.
Oh, totally disagree. Okay.
I liked both series. So I actually like Kebab Kitchen more too, but I liked both
Not
series.
me.
Melmac said I will agree, Hannah, though, there were parts of this series that were boring to me. I think the first book I was a little concerned because I was like, oh, this was pretty boring. But I thought the second and the third were much better.
That's like what's funny is because I didn't find it boring at all.
Yeah. Melmac said, hi, Tiffany. Hi, Storm. Hi, everyone. I'm reading A Matter of Hive and Death by Nancy Coco, number 2 in the Oregon Honeycomb. Whoa, buddy.
Bless you.
Whoa, buddy. He never barks. What happened? It was somebody playing music, honey. Yeah. Thank you, buddy. You're such a protector. You're such a strong boy.
And your dog barks and my dog just lays there like doesn't even hear it.
Yeah, that was weird. But I think somebody went by with their music up and he heard it and
doesn't like
anyways.
that.
Nancy Melmac, are you enjoying it? And obviously, I'm assuming you've read the first one. The first one didn't have, to me, very much stuff like at her store. Is there more of her in the store in her honey boutique? Tell me. People saying hello. Hi, gamer. I did like the series, 3 stars. It's still good for me, but average. Yeah, I agree with that. Keep Comic Sans, 4 stars. Think it was my favorite of the series. LOL. Kyler was like, "No, mom, leave me alone." Well, again, he was upset. So here's how the day went. This morning, I got up and got ready. We go to my grandmother's usually every Saturday morning, so he thinks we're going to Mima's. So he's very excited. I got him in the cart, and then when we got to the groomers,
Oh,
I think he felt a little betrayed of trust. He turned around and went "Arr!" at me. And then so that was
like,
the start of
no.
our day. And then he had to get groomed and he there was a couple extra things they did today and he wasn't apparently a fan of those. And then he wants to be on my lap, but he knocks on the computer when he sits right here. He wants to sit in this corner of the couch and then like, be on my lap.
And then snores into the speaker.
He snores into the speaker, which is right here, and he will like his paws will like go all over the place and he will hit the keys. So he's upset with me that he's not on my lap. So there you go. Huh, buddy. Huh, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. I see you're feeling blues. Yes. Yes. Hey, Azus. I know I'm saying that wrong. Good afternoon. A heat wave is upon us in New England. Whatever murder, it won't be cozy today. Oh my goodness. I love that. The reading nook is 3, not a good rating for you. Oh, for Comic Sans, gotcha. It's all on you now. Oh, that was when I went out. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so it's 16 after. We'll how about we read till quarter till 12:45? Is that good?
Whatever you want to do.
That way it's on a Oh wait, somebody doesn't like odd numbers. We'll read till 40. Okay? We'll read till 40 and then
What are you reading?
that would help, wouldn't it? What are you I am reading I'm at 93% into Mr. Limoncello's first big game, so I'll be finishing that in like 5 minutes. And then I am reading Bite the Dust, which is a dog walker cozy mystery series. I'm reading book 1. I'm really enjoying it by Jackie Layton.
Cool.
What are you reading?
I think I am going to work on this first go around on Moonlight Road by Robin Carr. And then I want to read some more on Egypt's Fire, which is the Curious League of Detectives and Thieves. That one's hard to spit out.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Storm. I'm like, let's just go. I forgot all about it. All right. Happy reading, everyone. Enjoy. as everybody sprints. I finished Mr. Limoncello's first big game. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it, so I'll definitely read book 1. It was a fun time. And now I'm on chapter 6 of Bite the Dust, the Dog Walker Cozy Mystery Series. I'm also really enjoying it as well. So the sprint started off well. How about you, Storm?
I am 51% into a Midnight Road.
Oh yeah. And sorry, off topic, but I'm starting a new blanket. So while I was up getting coffee, I grabbed. I think I'm
Oh,
gonna do
pretty.
pink, cream and brown. Maybe.
Yeah, looks good. It's like a melon color pink, or
Yeah, it's like a salmony pink.
and those look
I
like
might
good
change
colors
it
together.
for more of like a baby pink. But anyways, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Do you just go when you see if you see yarn on sale? Do you just grab it and then you're like, I'll use it some other time, or do you go specifically for certain colors?
I buy yarn once a year on uh Black Friday, and I buy like
A
a
bunch.
ton.
Okay.
I think I probably have like 6 tubs in my spare bedroom. In
So
my
like they have their sales, and so then you just pile up. And
Yeah,
okay.
I buy it all on Black Friday.
I was curious because I know some people, like they shop those sales and stock up, and then some people
Yep.
just go, I want to use these colors and go buy them.
Now I normally buy like almost every blanket. I use like cream in, like as an accent color, like or white. But I like cream better than white. Or if I don't use cream, I for sure use like a brown because I feel like it's kind of the same way. So there's times during the year where I might run out of this particular, like those that I might have to go pick up a few or order a few. But other than that, I mean, that's only time I buy. But they have a really good sale on Black Friday. So
Cool.
yeah. Hey Elizabeth, I'm just 20% of Comic Sans Murder, but I didn't want to miss the live stream. I'll keep working on it during sprints. Well, we're getting ready to talk about it. So, Storm, what did you rate?
4 stars.
Did you? I probably did as well. 3.5 from 3.5, somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's a re-listen for me. I gave it 4 stars back when I first listened to it. I just paid a little bit more attention this go around because there was only the 3 books to see. Because I know some are made to like end with 3, but I did notice that there was a Berkeley book and it was around 2017, and I think that's when they cut the strings on a whole bunch of theirs because there was the whole storyline with like Clayton that never got resolved. Because I was like, oh, that didn't get resolved, and we're never going to find out. So it's kind of a bummer.
Do you think he was a bad cop?
I don't know. I don't want him to be, but there's a part that I wasn't really sure about. So
Well, when your own sister is kind of really fishy
yeah,
of you, it's like, oh, I don't
that's why I was
know,
like, for Jody's sake, I would hope he wasn't a bad cop. But
Yeah.
whenever she's got her own reservations about her own brother, it's kind of hard. And so yeah, I would have liked to have been able to find out. It's kind of a bummer. Maybe if she ever gets her rights back, she could do like a novella or something to like wrap it up or something.
So of course that Jody is the main character. What's the main character's best friend? What's her name?
Claire.
Claire. And she's a cop, and her brother is a cop, and he's like a rank above her. And she kind of suspected that he's involved in some like not good activity for cops to be involved in,
Fishy
some
stuff with
dirty.
drugs, I think maybe or something.
Yeah, it sounded like just some dirty behavior for sure. I hope not too, but he's kind of he's portrayed kind of as a jerk, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
It kind of makes you wonder what Claire ever saw in him as like a teenager, because that was like her first like big crush or whatever. And but then how you act back then and how you act when you're older,
Way different. Way different. Yeah. Yeah. Um, but I really hope that he's not. I hope he was, because there are lots of reasons that, maybe he's undercover. I
Yeah.
don't know. There's just so many other things that could be going on too. I would have really have liked to have had a wrap up to that. So I agree with you. My other thing is, this is off topic, but I have to ask: do you think Berkeley is shooting themselves in the foot that they cut all those cozies?
I
Because
think
I
so.
really think they thought cozies were going to die out, and then there was the Save the Cozies, and now I feel like they're probably more popular than they've ever been. I'm not saying still a lot of people don't know about them, but I think they're the most popular that they've ever
They're
been.
getting discovered. Like you find more and more people talking
Yeah,
about them than you ever did. Because even back when 2015 is when I started listening to cozies and stuff. I didn't know what a cozy was until then. So all those older ones I had never heard of. The first one I ever started listening to was the Guidebook to Murder was the first one by Lynn Cahoon. And that's when I was like, oh, these are kind of fun. I've always liked mysteries, but sometimes it's nice to have a mystery that's not quite so edgy and full of all the violence and stuff. It was just kind of fun. And they're quirky and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I do think that they're probably shooting themselves in the foot because
I do.
they could have been making a lot of money off the cozies because they still make cozies now, but they have their select few and stuff. And they're thinking, man, if we would have just kept all these other ones we had.
I agree because some of the ones they cut were great series. I agree.
Mhm.
I think that they probably are too. But um, yeah. So I gave it 3.5 stars. I really liked the location for one, and I'm talking I just liked that it was in Utah, and we saw we saw the cold weather. I just think that's fun because
Yeah.
most cozies take place, I feel, in warmer climates,
Mhm.
or for the most part. I'm not saying there's none, of course, but usually I feel like the only time we see cold weather and cozies is in winter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like this was more in a ski town, so it was more focused on just that's how it is. I don't know. I really enjoyed that. I did not enjoy reading about the snow boot just laying there with part of
Yeah.
a foot in it.
And I commented whenever I did my little clip on for my vlog or whatever. I said I don't think I've seen that in a lot of cozies, and that was a little more gruesome, I think, than a
I
normal
thought so. I was
cozy
like,
because
ugh.
normally, and it's not to say that just death in general is not gruesome, but normally you run across the actual body. They're not missing body parts or anything like that. There's the body, and then this one was just a body part, and then it's like, ooh, where's the rest of it? And I thought, well, that was a little bit more gruesome, maybe than.
I definitely think so. I was kind of like, "Ooh, I don't yeah. Let's have the rest of them." I wasn't, I don't know. I just ugh, to me that was a lot more gruesome. I thought, yeah. Yep.
I think I would have
Um
liked to saw a little bit more about the bygone alley too, because you really mainly just get her store. But if she would have been able to continue on with the series, we might have actually got a little bit more of a wider view of the town too.
yeah, I agree because part of the magic of the setting is to think about Bygone Alley and all the stores that are also along that way. So it would be really fun. I wish if the series continued, wouldn't it have been fun to see more of even them woven into that story, or just
Yeah,
some, I don't know, because that could be a really cool. I guess I think in my head, I almost picture without magic, a Diagon Alley.
yeah.
And I always, I just think that just sounds so awesome, and I'm like, oh, I wish there was more of that too. I 100% agree. I think it would have
Was
been.
like how the South Cove series with the South Cove and the tourist trap, the Lynn Cahoons. It was always fun because all of hers usually it was in each one of them had a mystery in the store in a different building or whatever, like the different it involved a different store owner, it seemed like. And there at the beginning you could always kind of tell what story was going to come up next because something at the very end would happen with oh, there's a new store being added or there's a new thing, and so you're like, oh well, I bet the next story is going to be about
What series are you saying again?
the tourist trap.
Okay, yeah.
If you paid attention to the very end of the one story, it always kind of led you to which building or store or whatever was going to be in the next one.
Which I
And
just
that's
think
what I
is a
think they
really
could.
cool idea. That's why I also was really excited about the Amish village that we read in
Mhm.
Amish in April, if you read it, because
Yeah.
it was the same way. So it's like an Amish village. It's almost like a strip mall or like an outlet mall, but all Amish services
Yeah.
and stores. And so like book one was at the coffee shop there. Book two was in a different location, but book two went a little off the rails for me. I was
And see, I
like,
liked book 2 more than I did book 1 on that one.
I knew you said that, and I liked book one way more.
Oh,
I guess. Well, I don't want to get into that book because there was something specific, but
yeah.
anyways, um, Cornflower. I'm so glad to hear that they're doing
Yes.
much better. Please tell them that we're thinking about them. We hope she is able to. They're both able to get more on the men. Continue to mend up. I'd like there to be more Dangerous Type 2. I'd like to find out more about what happens with the characters.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Um, yes. I always say 14, but I think it's probably, yeah. Hey, Regina, it's good to see you. What was I going to say? I really like Claire and Chester's relationship. I think
Yeah.
I think they are super cute. Um, it kind of reminds me of, there's another relationship. Oh, it kind of reminds me of the Christmas River relationship between Cinnamon and her grandpa. And I just think it's really adorable. Um, did you like the typewriter rare bookshop, or what did you
Yeah,
think of
and that's probably one of the reasons why I liked it more than some people is because I did find that interesting. I've always thought typewriters were pretty cool, and with the whole like old books binding, and since I like to collect older books, and I do have a few like the really old books up here and stuff, so I like that kind of stuff, and the fact that they can sell stationery too and make their own like stationery, and that's kind of cool.
that? Yeah, I don't know specifically if I was attracted to like, oh, they can fix typewriters. I was just like, okay. Um, I don't know that I was like, ooh, but but I was fascinated with just the concept of doing something that like is almost doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Like the bygone to
Yeah.
it, like
And speaking of like, like the whole typewriter thing, that guy that comes in and he was so demanding about them fix my typewriter. It's like it can't be fixed.
but and then I felt so bad. Was that the same guy, the husband and wife who'd been in the car
Yeah.
wreck?
Yeah, it
And
was his mother had died, I think, in the car wreck, and that was the typewriter, and he dropped it and broke it, and it was her
yes.
typewriter, and he wanted it fixed. And so it's like, you feel bad because it's like there's such sentimental value there, but it was like, don't take it out on the people that can't fix your typewriter.
Yeah, it was yeah, yeah. I agree. Um Somewhere in there. That's for me, that is when it all goes wrong, Cajun. That is when it
So
all
I'll be interested to hear Nancy's thoughts after she gets through all that because she's at that part where y'all don't like it now. It'll be good.
When Hannah said she liked kitchen kebab more than Dangerous Type, Storm's eyebrows shot up so high they almost left her face. It's funny. I I still probably did personally like the kitchen kebab
Yeah, I
more,
was like, whoa, no.
or kebab kitchen. Um, yeah, he never does that, so it scared me. I think the music got him.
Seeing that I only gave one 4-star to the Kebab Kitchen series, the rest were like 2 and 3. So
Gotcha. Blue. No. Taylin said I didn't read book club, but I wanted to stop by and say yellow, so I wanted to say blue back to you. No, I'm kidding. Hello. How are ya? Go Blues. Basket case. That's just too many characters to keep straight in my head. I'm also disappointed them halfway through, and they just not now have killed off the victim. And where's the craft?
Uh-oh. Is it a no candle book, kind of a no crafting crafty book?
I feel you. I pushed through it, and I am going to read number 2 because I just want a senior series. I want it.
I had too many other books, and so I've really never gotten to it. So I haven't even listened to enough to even know if I would like it or not. So I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe I'll try it, but I just don't think it's going to be fit into the rest of my May.
Yeah. And Hannah, I think most people have kind of said and agreed with me for once, including even Mel Mac. The first half was very hard to read. It was so boring, and I think the second half really got better and picked up. But I completely understand. I was having a lot of trouble. So far, I'm enjoying A Matter of Hive and Death more than book 1. Okay, I'll at the store a lot so far. I'm about 40 pages in. The body was found chapter 1 off site. So much action there so far. Okay, good. That sounds better. I mean, I enjoyed
Yeah.
the first one, but I was just like, she's never at her store. That always cracks me up. Like, these people are small business owners and they're never there. There is no way. Most small business owners either practically live at their store because
Yeah,
they're usually the
exactly.
only employee besides maybe a spouse that they've, or, sibling that they've, like, wrangled to help them. Like, and they're just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Watch the store for the next 3 days because I'm going to the farmer's market. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm glad to hear that because that's what I love is, I want to see them at the store. I love, like Cozy says, I love learning about the stuff if it's something I'm interested in. And bees is something I'm really interested in. I don't know why. I just think they're interesting. Kairu is gonna call the animal abuse people. He's clearly not getting the attention he deserves. First he was tricked and now he's not getting snuggles. I didn't try to trick him. Matter of fact, I said, let's go. We're going to the lucky puppy. How he interpreted where we were going was Mima's, and that's not my fault.
He
So
thought you said, "Let's go. You're a lucky puppy."
and he did get a big sweet potato yogurt cookie after he got back from the groomers that I bought at the doggy bakery next door. So
That's
there
cool
is
that
that.
you have a doggy bakery. We don't have
There's a
anything like
dog. There's a dog bakery that does. Yeah, I've also bought him. I had a birthday cake made, a little birthday cake made for him. They said it would last because I'm gonna wait till Kevin gets home to give it to him because technically Kairu's birthday was like last week when we got him, but so I had a little birthday cake made. They said the cake thing part of it will last forever, but the icing, but the icing's made out of yogurt, and that usually lasts quite a while. So they said in the fridge it probably should be fine. So, but yes, he's clearly not getting the attention he deserves, Hannah. You are so, according to him, Hannah, you are so right. You are so right. People talking about, thank you, Cajun, for telling her how many minutes. I forgot. I know I'm supposed to.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
forget
Jane.
about that too.
Hey, Vivian. Vivian was asking, has anyone read The Girl Who Chased the Moon?
No.
Sarah Addison Allen. I haven't read that, but I read The Sugar Queen and Peach Keeper by her. They were good. I mean, I don't think they were like, oh my gosh, but I enjoyed them. It's been a long time. That was when I was reading like general fiction, and that's been a long time. I'm reading Sugar and Vice by Eve Calder. That's a cookie series, right? People talk about how much they read. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, for sci-fi cozy.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent, Elizabeth. What are you thinking of it so far? Have you liked the other two, Elizabeth? 85%, nice. 74%. I'm holding out. I read the first three, but all on audio. So I'm holding out, Hannah, but maybe I just need to give in.
She's hoping and hoping they're gonna come on, but
Well,
If
I'm
you
telling
start
you
reading
what.
them on ebook, maybe they'll get published in
Right, but I'm telling you what, my e-reading is so slow after this
Yeah,
with this new job. My eyes are just too tired
yeah.
to do much of it. Hannah or Greenstick, hello. Finish chapter 15 of
Leviathan Falls.
thank you. Leviathan Falls by James A. Corey. Nice.
It's sci-fi.
Gotcha. Finished the chapter I was on. Nice. Read 6 pages. That's amazing. I think Clayton Sir listened to the audiobook and is doing top secret undercover work for another agency. Do you think I've been reading too much suspense lately?
And he clearly could be working for somebody else, maybe the DEA drug or whatever it is. But I do think he should tell his sister, that there's something that I'm working on that you can't be involved in, just so because she's gonna suspect him, and I'd hate for the relationship between them to be so bad that she, thinks that he's like doing something bad if he's not doing something bad.
I don't know though, because
I still think he's suspicious though.
but I do. I 100% agree. But what I'm thinking of is if I suspect somebody, like I have the clients lie to us all the time, right? Like we can literally like dip an instant drug test and it come back positive, and they're like, no, I mean, right in front of their face. So my point is, like, if I'm suspicious of somebody already, and then they like go out of their way to tell me they're not doing anything wrong, but they got to keep what they're doing a secret, I'm usually more suspicious. So all I'm saying is, if I was Jody, I don't know if he would be like, hey, I know that you think I'm doing something wrong, but I'm doing this top secret stuff that I can't tell you about. I think I would suspect him even more. Maybe not though. I think that I think my job may
you
have.
can tell that if he's her brother and she thinks that badly of him.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. It's his own sister that said it.
Good person to begin with, if you can think that.
Yeah, no, that's what I said from the beginning. I was like, his own sister thinks he's, and Cav, I didn't think that you were reading too much suspense. I thought maybe you'd watch some conspiracy theory documentaries, but Mel said, I liked Comic Sans Murder, rated at 4 stars, better than book 1, which I rated at 3.5. Not quite as much as book 2, which I rated 4, so a low 4 stars. Nice. That's a great rating.
Very specific.
I'm wanting to know the cop story too. Yeah. Plus the MC's boyfriend. Didn't we find out in book 1 he'd been arrested or involved in something? Yes. Yeah. He was going to tell the MC, but didn't before the series ended. You know what? I forgot about that. Mr. Geology guy has some answers too that he's got to give us.
Yeah, and I really like Seth. Like
I do too.
I like him, so I would like to know a little bit more about
him. I do too, because him, I think it's innocent. I don't think he was. I think it was a misunderstanding. I mean, maybe not. Yeah. You never know. I mean, I don't know, but I tend to think just based on what we know about Seth and his character and how he's treated her, I think it's probably some sort of misunderstanding, silly, But I agree. I think that
I think they had the potential to have a really good relationship in the story, because they seemed like they almost instant connection, best friends, and then going out with each other, like they just had this like really super connection. So I think they could have had like a really nice like romantic relationship going forward that you just don't get to see.
Yeah. Cornflower says, "Ooh, Kev, I like that idea." And then I was thinking that. I was like, isn't his name Creighton? Okay. Yeah, Mel said, I don't think Creighton is a bad cop. I think if the series continued, he turned out to be okay. Maybe that's me wanting him to be good, but honestly, I didn't get a bad vibe from him at all. Interesting.
Yeah, we got all the bad vibes for you. You got all the good ones.
At Cornflower, yes, I kept wanting to find out more about Seth's past. The author dropped that after book 1. Yeah, and I think the author would have got back to it. But I agree.
Something she thought that as it storyline go, as it goes, maybe something would happen that would come out in another book that you'd have to go and look at that stuff, and it just never got to happen.
I agree. Love Seth. In my mind, he was set up for something that keeps him a completely good guy. I 100% agree. I think so too. You never know, but that's what I think. And that's what I want to believe. Yes. So glad they're feeling better, Cornflower. Maybe Seth's past would have come up again if the series had continued. Maybe he'd be a serious suspect under arrest in a future book and his past would have been dug up. Pun intended. Love it. And you are probably right. And or maybe it's more of Cav's direction where the big conspiracy theory is that Creighton is undercover and he is investigating Seth for oh my gosh, my
Bulls
mind is blown.
or geodes.
Oh my gosh, my mind is blown. Seth is smuggling drugs through gyms and geology rocks. And Creighton is see where I'm going, Cav? Help me, help me. I don't I'm totally kidding.
Rain,
Mac, I didn't get a bad what?
I said I'm gonna rein you in. Rein you in.
Melmac, I didn't get a bad vibe from Creighton either, other than his sleazy cheating personal life. Yeah, see that to me, I was like, clearly he's not got the
And that's why I get the
most
bad
upstanding
vibes from him because he's a sleazy, cheating personality.
Oh, yay! That would be
Oh,
amazing.
that's great.
We
Yeah.
understand she could stay
Yeah.
as little or as long as she would
He
like.
could
That
just
would
pop
be
in and say hi.
awesome.
That's fine. Yeah.
And if she can't, she can't. We're fine. We want her to be completely, do
Yeah.
what's good for her. But that's awesome. We love that. I love the solid cast of secondary characters. They were all interesting and unique. Yeah, I think she did a good job with the side characters. I agree. I also was sad for Jody and the breaking up. Wasn't she the one that was? Am I getting it mixed up in another series? Was she dating a biker?
She wasn't she seeing, was it Mutt or Mud?
Was he a biker?
I don't,
A
maybe.
motorcyclist.
Maybe.
Am I thinking of am I mixing up another series?
I never really connected with him, so I can't remember like exactly. I just know he had a weird name.
His name was Mutt. I
Was
don't
it?
know if I'm thinking of another series, but I kind of liked her with the motorcycle guy. And again, it might be a different series that I'm thinking of. I just love this Snickers flavored coffee. Oh, yum. That sounds delicious. Kev, I agree. I think Creighton was more of someone who has a tenuous relationship with Claire and some others, but helps out when needed. A basic good guy with rough and gruff edges to it. That could be true.
Could be. But we'll never know.
The typewriter parts were so interesting to me. I googled some of the ones she talked about. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were really into that. That's see, I love when that happens. There are books like that for me. Not this one, but there are certain subjects depending on, or I'll just look it up because I'm like, is that really true? And then I'll look it up and kind of fall down a rabbit hole of reading about it. I've definitely done that before. Occasionally, I love coffee and I love Snickers, so I'd probably like Snickers coffee. It sounds delicious, doesn't it, Mel? It sounds really good. I really enjoyed the typewriter rare book repair shop. Makes me want to get a typewriter for myself now. I could use one. Susan, if you really like that, you might like if you might be already reading it, but you might like the Bibliophile series by Kate Carlisle because isn't that all about book restoration?
Bot. There's a bot.
Okay. Hold on. Nobody say anything. Nope. It's Jane. Nobody say anything. What just happened? I just did it and it didn't work.
There you
go. Okay. You might like the Bibliophile series. And you might already be reading
just know that there's some rough language in it for a cozy.
Oh, I've not read it, so maybe I shouldn't. Okay, I didn't know that.
Because that was the reason why I didn't care for the first one quite as much because I like my cozies to be more on the cozy side and not that stuff.
As I went down to the bots, I have to pop down here just in case. Hi, Mike.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. Yeah. Space Murder. It's a sci-fi cozy. Or there's the UFO B&B.
Yes,
Which
we're
really
waiting for you to read one of those. I read Dune.
I'm staying out of this one, but I'm just saying. She did read Dune. So did like 6 other people.
Yeah.
Just saying. But I'm completely out of it. I'm neutral. Sorry. I'm trying to find where I was, but I wanted to make sure because sometimes I don't get to say hi to him. There we are. Cav said, maybe Craig needs his own cozy series.
I don't think I like him enough.
I personally wouldn't read his own. I mean, I do really want to know what happened with him. I'm not gonna. I mean, that is true, but
if it happens,
like,
Cav, you can read the series for us and let us know if he's good or bad.
Yeah. Melmac, it's so good. I'm debating stocking up in case it winds up being a limited time thing or something. So is it Snickers coffee or is it like a coffee creamer? And if it's Snickers coffee, who is the maker? Tell us. Because the more people that buy it, maybe the more they'll keep it. I wonder if there's actually a typewriter following out there. Do people still use them, collect them? I bet, honestly, yeah. Wonder what this series would be like if it was set in the past a couple of decades. Ooh.
They're sold on eBay for quite a good price. So there's people that are selling them and probably people that are collecting them. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure there's people that collect them for sure. Yeah. It seems like there's, a niche out there for everybody. I bet you if you looked it up, there's some sort of typewriter convention that you could find and go to. Maybe not in the United States, but I bet there is somewhere. Not that you would want to. I'm just saying, like, that seems like there's a spot for everybody,
What you can sell on eBay amazes me.
Yes.
I've been watching a lot of these resellers and some of the stuff, like those Walmart like plastic bags, with the blue ones that had like the smiley face, the rollback. They don't do those anymore. They don't use those. Somebody sold one for like $10 on eBay.
Yeah.
I was like,
I thought there was some red herrings in this one. Nathan, some nice
Yeah.
red herrings in this one. Nathan, for one, was he up to anything shady?
Yeah, especially when he like disappears there for a little bit because they couldn't find him. It's like, I mean, he is what, a horror author, so it's like, is he a little shady?
Yeah. There were definitely points when I thought really suspected him, except that it was too obvious.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think it can be him.
I almost thought, like, did he get murdered? Because he's like gone. It's like, is there?
Yeah, no,
murder?
I mean,
the horror author dies.
No, I think that was I think that was a fair assumption at one point. I thought he might be too. Green is one of the characters I most want to know about. Hello, just joining. Hi, Kennedy. Reading Under the Whispering Door. Nice. Whatever, Tiffany. I don't even know what I'm being whatevered for. People saying hello. My aunt called just as y'all started the discussion, so I didn't get spoiled yet. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh my gosh! Please don't rest it on my opinion. Oh no! So that's a wait. Oh, I really hope it gets better for you. Mel said it too. Mel said it too.
Come and let us know. So blame it. Like Tiffany led me astray.
I hope you heard me, Susan G. Mel also said the second half of the book. It's actually on a Discord somewhere. I mean, I did say.
I think that's what you got whatever for. Whatever for.
I did say it before her, and I 100% agree with what she said. I'm just saying she put it in writing. So I'm just saying. Let me see. Oh my god, my book just referenced The Stand by Stephen King. Yes, I'm reading. Oh, reading a cozy that referenced The Stand. I think it was the Cheese Shop series by Avery Adams where the main character was really at her store. She annoyed me anyway. Oh, she was the bopper. Bop, right?
Oh yeah, the buffer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kairu, if you need a representation, let me know. Did you hear that, buddy? Did you hear that, buddy? Okay. Okay. At Cajun, I stick up on things like that, afraid they'll be I stock up on things like that, afraid they'll be discontinued or something. Yes.
She's having an autocorrect moment.
Dang, it happens to me all the time, Melmac. All the time. I do the same thing, including books. Not anymore. I don't buy books,
That's
but when
why
I
I
bought
have
books.
all these books and
Fit to be read is the pick for this month's Cozy Escape Book Club Sci-Fi Cozy. There's a dinosaur on the
yeah, there
cover.
is. I like looked it up and I was like, there's a dinosaur on the cover. Are you sure this is cozy?
Oh, I definitely think Seth is a good guy through and through. I just think there's more to his past and things that came up in book one should have been addressed further. I agree, and I really do think that they would have. And I think what you said, I think it was you that said it, was probably what she was thinking. At some point, she would have one of the murders. He would be the prime suspect, and all of that past would come out. I really think that's probably what would have happened.
Yeah.
My 7-year-old nephew will appreciate the dinosaur because he reads to us those who will win in a fight books, and he has one about dinosaurs. Aw, that's sweet. I think we need to contact Paige Shelton with storyline ideas and see if she'd be interested in self-publishing books, further books like Julie Buckley is doing with Undercover Dish. Yeah,
You need
yeah.
to see if you can interview her so we can just fish out these ideas.
Yeah, just ask her all these questions in an interview. We need to know.
Yeah.
Was Creighton a bad guy?
Yes. We need to know.
Yes. Yeah, we need to put Paige Shelton in touch with Ellie Alexander,
Yeah.
her sweet lemon press. And then yes, Melmac. Oh, okay, he was a biker. Yes. All right. I liked him. I was kind of sad.
Yeah.
I know, but I still whatever.
Did it say why she broke up with him? I don't
No,
remember.
I didn't. I don't feel.
Because see, that's what I was like. There needed to be more to that story too. Because I thought she really liked him. So.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the Jody Mudd breakup was off page, which is very frustrating because we won't know what happened there either. Yeah, and they seemed like I don't know. There wasn't a lot to it. It was all of a sudden she was just dating some other guy. I mean, I knew that she'd broken up with him, but then she was just dating some guy, and then Claire's like, "Well, I really liked Mutt," and it sounded like Claire didn't even know what happened with Mutt.
Yeah.
So it was very bizarre. Yes, be careful. I want a typewriter now too. I've given serious thought to it. You can definitely find them.
Yeah, you can.
If you do it, will you I will put it on it. Well, if you would do it, I would put it on my YouTube page. If you would make a thing of yourself typing on it, and then we could put the Murder She Wrote song in the background and just go ding one time. I would so make that my intro, and then put like the Murder She Wrote.
Where does he pulls the thing out of the paper? Out of the typewriter.
Yeah, the very end. Think about it, Mel. Get back to me. We can blur
There's
out
a typewriter at one of the like antique stores that I go to. I eyeball it all the time, but I think they want like I don't know $60 for it or something. And it's like, does it work? Because I don't want to pay that much money for it, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, yes, you were flying by the seat of your pants, Jane. I was a little worried for you there. Oh, I did not like the Bibliophile series. Don't remember why. It was years ago. I've not, like I said, not read it.
I need to get the book 2 sometime before the year is over. I need to try book 2 before the year is over.
Mike said, I know, Storm, I know. Warning, do not type anything when you see bots. Tiffany may accidentally block you.
On purpose. Oh. If you're Melmac.
Right? Exactly. I didn't say that, Mel. It was all Storm. I know I was scared for her when I saw her in the midst of the bots post. I know, Greenstick. I was too.
She was brave getting in there in the middle of the bots.
Laughing at Hannah. Who's the author of Space Murder? And then Nikki Haverstock. She also writes something else, I think. I feel
Yeah,
like
that name sounds familiar.
it does sound familiar. Also, I have another sci-fi read for you guys and Lee, The Demolished Man by Alfred Bester. You know from the beginning who the murderer is, but it's such a wild story.
Yeah, I looked it up. I will mark it and see when I'm in a sci-fi-ish mood, which isn't often.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely pass it along to Lee too, because
Yeah.
she probably will be, and Sherry would be someone that would be interested in it,
Yeah.
probably. Coffee by the Original Donut Shop. Okay. Sounds delicious. I had a daughter who wanted an electric typewriter for Christmas a few years ago, so I bought her a pink one. Oh, how she loved it. Oh, that's so cool. You know, Tom Hanks feels like he would collect typewriters to me. Like when I just read that, I was like, huh, I'm not shocked by that. I don't know why. I have no idea why I feel that way.
He's got that classic feel.
Yikes. I just Googled typewriters and there's a repair shop in my city. Guess they are still a thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Those people that like to be old school and do not like to do the computer thing. So
do you want to do another sprint at 25?
Yeah.
Okay. At CAV, there's a huge typewriter following. English majors and those working on MFA love to use typewriters. That's a good point. You know, I hadn't thought of that, Regina, but yeah, you're probably right about that. Posted a pic in the Discord. Are you typing on a typewriter to murder, she wrote? Oh God, please, Cajun. Oh, we wouldn't be able to hear it. So it's a picture.
Coffee.
It's not a video. Okay. Oh, it might be the coffee. Well, I would like that too. That's just as good, Cajun. Thank you. That was my friend Rebel that sold the Walmart bags. I think she had at least 4 of them, and they sold as a lot for $10. Also, recently someone sold some Kmart bags. Are you kidding?
I was just gonna say that too. Somebody, because Kmart went out of business, so they. Yeah.
Wow.
I know somebody also that sold, you know, those 5-pack stick gums, Wrigley's, like the white spearmint or whatever.
Yeah.
She found it in like a vintage jacket, like a kid's jacket, had 1 stick of gum in it, and she sold it for $20. The whole thing, like, and I was like, oh my goodness. People will buy anything.
Wow. That's wild. At CAV, yes, there are authors, college students, aka English majors, and those with working on their MFA love to use typers, and I would love one simply for nostalgic reasons since I took typing in high school. Yeah. LOL, my other book says it's a cozy, but every conversation is about sleuthing. Ugh. I don't think I could like that. What book is that, Hannah? I'm sorry. I know you probably said, but I've forgotten.
I would probably like it because it's all sleuthing and not cozy.
LOL, y'all do that. I won't continue the series. I think when she was talking about the brother. Okay, I would do that, Tiffany. If I get a typewriter, I'll let you know. Would you really? I would love that. I would seriously work it in as part of my intro. That is amazing.
It would be fun, yeah.
That would be amazing. I have read the Bibliophile series. I love them. Okay. Jane will face any type of danger after being in the midst of the bots before. Well, and after her time in prison's really toughened her up. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bibliophile series and I are like this. But I've only read 2 books so far, so it could be like the new exciting phase of a relationship where not much annoys you. Oh, the honeymoon phase, Mel, it's sweet.
Except she's read 2 of them and she's like this with it, and I've read 1 and I'm like,
oh,
I don't know if I want to break up yet.
Mike said I can't find a physical copy of Space Murder.
Excuses.
Did don't know, but I'm sure somebody will be able to help you out, Mike.
Looked on like thrift books or
That's why, yeah. What is it? World? I can't think. Uh, Jane is fearless. Yes. In a face in slay with my speed reading ninja moves. Oh my god.
she is
All right.
she has been initiated because she even got a nasty comment on one of her posts or videos. So she's been initiated into the whole YouTube thing.
Do you guys want to go to the top of the hour?
Sure.
Jane, it would be 35 minutes. I know that's a little longer than usual, but I feel like all of us, I know I need to get lots of reading done. So okay. All right, everyone. Happy reading. Help Mike out. He's still looking for that physical book.
I
copy
just
that
read
I
what
know.
he said. He said, "What do you think? I'm an amateur. Did thrift books, etc."
How was your sprint?
Good. I had 60%.
Awesome. I am on chapter 9. I started on chapter 6 and I finished Mr. Limoncello, but in fairness, I thought I had 5 minutes and I had like 2 minutes because like the other
Part
4% was like acknowledgments and, you know.
I was going to say, and now continue on with the series.
Yes, that. Yes, that. You know what I didn't ask about on Comic Sans? What y'all think about the killer? And did you figure out the killer? Did you know the killer? What'd you think?
I
like usual. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go please.
I couldn't remember from the last time I read, but there was a little inkling in the back of my mind, so maybe it was there. I don't know, but I don't think I figured it out too much before it all went down. But I did kind of, I kind of thought I'm not sure about her.
Gotcha. I mean, I definitely suspected her, but I suspect everybody. Like, yeah. I wasn't able to like pinpoint and say, oh, it's her, but I never ever can like in good faith say that I figure it out. So I just wondered what everybody thought. I'm trying to figure out where I am. Exactly. Hardened her, Mel. Some people buy things on eBay to use for movie or theater props. That's a good point.
Yeah, that could be.
Yes, I would. Really. That's amazing, Mel. Well, keep me updated. I would absolutely love that. It's called Totally Killer Wedding. It's like 80% sleuthing. It's an 80s cozy mystery. Well, that's sad because an 80s cozy mystery sounds amazing, but I would not like all that sleuthing. That's a bummer because an 80s cozy, that sounds amazing. This is Storm. This is for Storm. What do you think? I'm an amateur or something?
Yeah,
that's hilarious. Storm, maybe with you, the Bibliophile series is like the guy who you can't stand up first. Then on your 20th anniversary, you tell everyone the story about how you met and you hated each other.
Maybe. I'm still gonna give it another try. I gave the first one 3 stars. Like I said, it wasn't like horrible. It's just I had an expectation of something else, like with yours, and I just didn't think it was going to be like what it was, and with the language, and so that just threw me off.
Yeah.
But now I know, so like I'm prepared for the second book.
So. Jane said it's available on ebook on Hoopla. And then unless I was seeing it wrong, I saw it on Amazon paperback for $7.99. Maybe I was reading it wrong or it's not available or something. I'm not sure, but it looked like it was. Hi, Annie. Annie says, hello. I am reading Mimi Lee Reads Between the Lines by Jennifer Chow. Nice. Good grief. You can even buy typewriters on Amazon. I remember happy dancing in the stacks when my library finally got automated and we could kick the old typewriter to the curb. That's hilarious, Gav. That's really funny. Hello! Reading equals happiness. Oh, I love that. In a 2019 interview with the New York Times, Hanks said he had collected typewriters since he was a teenager. He now has 120 of them as of October 26th, 2021. That's incredible. Again, I don't know why, but not surprising.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me because he just seems like such a a classic typewriter guy. He just does.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad you got to talk to your friend. That's awesome. Oh, thank you. I've tried to keep blocking them they're out in spades a lot today. Finished my book, 4 stars. Excellent. I got no reading done, phone call, but it sounds like the phone call was really nice to talk to an old friend. 26% into Space Murder, liking it. 90% into Killer Kung Pao. 35% in Death and Beach Read. Anita says, I'll be right back. Finish chapter 16
I
of
have the
49.
e-arc of by the Beach Read because I grabbed it, but then I'm like, but I like to listen to that series, so I'm not like, I'm gonna wait until it gets. So I'm like torn between reading it and waiting until it comes out.
Which series?
That's the newest one for the Eva Gates, the library.
Oh, the Lighthouse Library? I didn't even know a new one was coming out.
Yeah, I think it comes out in June or July.
Okay. Well, I am caught up, and that's on my SAS list from last year. So I got caught up last year, but I will definitely be reading it. I don't know if I'll read it right away, but Greenstick said 16 and 19 chapters. There's a woman in this one that is loathsome. That's frustrating.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's very, very frustrating. Jane said, I'm listening to Space Murder on audio. I think that's all that is available on Hoopla. Gotcha. Oh, I said ebook. Gotcha. Sorry, Jane. Mel said 23 pages. Mel, nice job.
It comes out June 7th. I had to look.
Oh, thank you. So, Storm, did you finish Gone with the Wind?
Not yet, no. I'm working on. I'm not sure I'll get it done by the end of the month, but I'm working on it. I still got like, let's see, that much to go.
Okay.
But I've been trying to get a lot of my middle grades. I have a lot on Overdrive that I have out, like audiobooks. I'm trying to like listen to them all, and it's like I can't
Story
listen
of
to
my
everything.
life. I feel you. I feel you. I know,
Oh,
and
box
I'm
it
gonna
back.
stop. I don't care. Whatever. I'm going to stop maybe participating in a lot of the like challenges outside of like what we do because I feel like then I'm not getting to read anything that I really want to read. Or not as much, and so then I get frustrated.
Well, it's like that's why I said in June I think I'm not going to participate in any readathons unless they line up with like I haven't even looked at like Buggy's like Hannah's readathon because I'm like, oh no, not a readathon. But I do know it goes along with like the SAS like thing, so I'll look at it, but like I'm not going to commit to anything. But then I think maybe in July, because it's my birthday month, I was thinking about maybe because I haven't read a lot of romances, so maybe like a mini retro romance, like a summer vacation retro romance readathon or something where it's just like 2 weeks long, maybe instead of the whole month. And
yeah. I just feel like I've overcommitted myself, and now I'm like, oh, I want to read that. It's coming out. Oh, but I have to, you know what I mean? And I'm like, ugh.
Well, that's it, because like ever since the year started, like it seems like every month I've had like a big readathon of some sort, and I've pushed things back. Like I told myself I wasn't going to get behind on my e-arcs, and I have. And so I'm like, no, in June I need to be able to just read whatever I want to read, kind of. And like I've kind of abandoned my whole like SAS list and all that.
I've completely gone rogue, Storm.
And
completely.
But the thing is I have actually caught up on some series. They're not on there.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm still working on catching up on series, just not particularly the ones on my SAS list. So maybe I need to rearrange my SAS list to put those ones on there so I feel accomplished.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're still, definitely accomplishing stuff.
Because like I read the latest one in the Spy School, so I'm caught up on the Spy School series. I will be caught up on the Charlie Thorne one by Stuart Gibbs. I'm working on a lot of Stuart Gibbs. I have almost read all the Stuart Gibbs books, and I think maybe after I get done, I'll do like an author spotlight or something.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ones, because I really like his books. Like I even went rogue and did The Last Musketeer, which is another one of his like series that's like a trilogy, so it'll be really easy. But it was like super fun, and I think it's one of his first ones, and so I really like that.
That's
it's
awesome.
Like the Musketeers when they were younger.
Well, Mel, I feel like they just keep coming back. So kind of. Report. Thank you. Raining day here, perfect for reading and organizing. That's awesome, Maria. Really enjoying Sugar and Vice, and that is a cookie series, right? The Eve Calder. I'm pretty sure it's cookie. It's super casual. Her readathon.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I haven't checked it out yet, but I mean, it sounded like it was going to be super casual. And that's like super casual is what I need. And like, I don't think I'll like commit, but if like the books that I read like line up, then I can be like, I kind of did this. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. I just know that I just feel like yeah. I mean, I've completely, I mean, I'm enjoying what I'm reading. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to decide if I want to read book to get a blackout or be content with one bingo and read my regular books, not just because bingo. I mean, if you're looking for an opinion, I would say just your read whatever book you want to read next, and if it fits in, great, and if it doesn't, you got a bingo. But I'm not one that has to black out the board, so there you go.
I'm not that ambitious, especially since there was a lot of readathon stuff happening in May. So, like, I'm like, if I could get a bingo off of like each one, then I'm fine with it. I've almost got my bingo for Lee's readathon. I have to finish the Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunset because that is a road trip. So I need to do that one. Then I'll have it. And I'm struggling with Mr. Francis because the book that I have for a young adult, even though it's an arc and I'm trying to make myself get through it, I really don't like it that well. It's boring.
Oh,
So I'm like,
gotcha. I'm reading. I think I have one more for Lee's. I don't remember which prompt it is. I need to look, but I think almost everything fit in like with what I was already planning. And then there was one that was like, okay, I'm gonna have to like choose something for it. But I think that's it. I need to look. Literally, Storm. It's any series under 5 books. You can focus on your smaller books.
yeah, which is good, but like, I don't know if the books I have on my SAS. I think I needed to make shorter books on my SAS list, but I do like some of like the Stuart Gibbs books that series that I need to finish. There's 2 of them that are like a trilogy, so I could like do those for it maybe. Or something like that.
Yeah. Saving a couple of series I have left until June for Hannah's readathon. Nice. And with both of you regarding the challenges, readathon, so many, too many question mark out there. They all look fun. They do all seem fun. That's part of my problem. And then I want to take part in everybody's stuff. So I'm supporting everybody. And then like I'm starting to get a lot of emails from like cozy authors asking me to read stuff. And I feel like then I'm kind of, and it's just like, whew.
Yeah, I've had to be like very, very picky because I've been getting a lot of like, here's this. I got this book coming out from like self-pubbed and things like that, and it's like, I really just don't have time. I just don't.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I have bought all these books too, and there are some that I would like to try to fit in.
Yeah.
To my reading. I mean, it's not like I know I'm never going to get to everything, but that's why I need to do another. Stupid bots. I need to get to another like retro readathon of some sort. So I thought, I could do my birthday week and then like the week after, and do summer vacation retro romance readathon, and then allow you to read like anything 10 years and older. That way you can read stuff that's like in 2012 or something like that. Because I know a lot of people don't like the older books.
Yeah.
And I think I could fit in a Cedar Cove book if I do that. Because I need to, it's on my SAS list. And I'm like, I need to fit in.
I love that series.
Yeah, I'm up to like, I think book 6. And so it fits within the range of like, the 10 years old. So I was like, maybe I'd do it that way.
Susan G said, didn't read much of Basket Case. Can't wait to finish it though, so I can read the next Library Lover book number 8. Want to get caught up on the series. Nice. I have been trying, and Library Lovers is on my SAS list, so I haven't completely abandoned my SAS list, but that's really the only one I've been working on besides a few of the Christmas River books. I picked way too many ebook series.
Yeah, it's been like this. I haven't even opened up the file that has my SAS list on it, so I don't even know if I've read any of it. So it's like, oh.
Yeah. LOL, I wasn't going to do anything too difficult for my first readathon. Smart. Well, I think where I went rogue was I wanted to read a lot of the authors that I hadn't read yet, but was interested in reading before I went to Malice.
Yep,
So I
that's
really
where
tried
you
to fit
went
those
off the
in, but then
rails.
like I've started like so many series. I did not plan on. It was just kind of like, oh well, they were all series I wanted to read. They were all on my TBR for some point. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna try to get them in before we go. So Maria Lee from Dark Roots Creations. I mean, a lot of times readathons are this way, but as an example, we're talking about Lee from Dark Roots Creations. She is doing a National Lampoon Vacation readathon. So she's picked prompts that are kind of taken from parts of the movie. And then you find a book that fits that. So a book where there's a road trip, a book, blah, blah, blah. And then it'll be like a board, like a bingo board. And so then you try to get a bingo. Not all readathons necessarily do it that way. I think Hannah is doing her first readathon, which is Buggy Reads, and she's doing it a little bit different, but a lot of them do have like prompts, and then you try to get like a bingo or a blackout.
Yeah, I haven't did a I haven't did a bingo for any of the readathons I've done yet. But I didn't do prompts for mine because I like the first one I was like, just be really relaxed.
Yeah, I mean, I most of the time the readathons fit somehow into what I'm doing. I mean, for the most part, I really feel like they do. Um,
Though I did get some people on my readathon the last time. They're like, "Well, why aren't you going to do prompt? Why aren't you doing prompts?" I like prompts, so this time maybe I'll do like some prompts, and then people can do them if they want, and not do them if they don't want to. Because
you could do prompts, but then like each row have a wild
yeah, it's like
where
I
it's not
thought
a prompt, like whatever you want to read.
since it's only like a couple of weeks that like it could be like a book with that looks summery or something like a summer like cover or things like that. So since it's a summer vacation type thing, those are kind of easy. I like easy prompts where I don't have to dig too far into the books. So I think that's my problem with prompts is prompts make me read books that I'm not wanting to read to try to fill the prompt when I just want to read the books. And I know that's the whole point of like the readathon sometimes, but yeah. So
Yeah, yeah. I 100% Mel. That's always what I try to do. And with the scavenger hunt, I agree. I'm also doing book a day in May, but yeah, I need to learn I don't have to black out everything.
I fell off the book a day. It ain't happening. It's not happening.
Yeah, I've really slowed down in my
If I
reading
would have got
since
more of
I've
my
gotten back. It's
Encyclopedia
just
Browns, I probably could have, but yeah, that didn't happen. So
it'll pick back up, but I feel like in the summer I'm out more. And so I just I mean I can it's really slowed down. But again, like I go to the pool or I'm here, I just feel like I'm out more and yeah.
yeah.
And then next month's going to be really low because I'm going to be I'm going to be spending most of my time with Kev cuz he's only home for a month. So
So is he getting like the month off, or does he have to work remote?
No. He's going to work remote from here.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So he'll be off for Labor Day, Memorial Day, and then he's gonna work for the month here, and he'll go back around the 4th of July. Yes, is the second book in the Cookie House series. I was thinking it was cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. There a bingo readathon. Yeah. I hope you like the Coyote Sunrise book. I finished it this week, and I really thought that was a 5-star read. Nice. Hi, Debbie.
So far, I am enjoying it. I think I'm about 12% into it, and it's been kind of fun. The little cat, the episode with the cat and her father was quite funny.
A boat. I've lost where I'm at. Well, I'm glad you guys are liking it. That's awesome. Mr. Francie's first one was easy in it as it was. Yes, cozy. Yep, specific. I agree. I read Comic Sans and trying the Cerulean Sea audio. I also returned to Scottish Bookshop series. Excellent. What did you think of Comic Sans? Anita said, I'm back. Although I did move a Deadly Eclair from my June TBR to my May TBR so that I'd have a restaurant theme for the scavenger hunt, but that was no big deal and didn't disrupt my reading plans. Well, good. I'm glad. Yeah, because I don't want the scavenger hunt to,
I need to find a body of water book or lighthouse.
I'm reading the next book in the Beachfront Bakery. Are the Cedar Cove books? Oh my God, they're so good. They're so much better than the TV show. I mean, like,
I liked the TV show, but they changed some things up, and so I really like the books better from what I've read.
Yeah, it's not that I didn't like the TV show, but I think the books are far and wide better in that series. Like lots better, Jane Cajun. It's
just that some of the things that they like switched up, I was like, I don't get it. Why'd you do that?
I only read the first one, but I really liked it. Oh, so good.
Like I didn't even finish like the third season because they added like that new guy in there to kind of like seems like compete with now what is his name? What's Olivia? Is it Jack or
Jack?
Yeah. It seems like to compete with him, but I'm like, no, that's not how it goes in the books.
So yeah, I didn't even get that far. So, and I liked it, but it just I mean LOL Storm's unopened SAS file.
It pretty much is. It's just sitting there.
Oh, Mel said I'm going to add the Apron Shop series to my June TBR for Hannah's readathon. It's on my SAS list anyway, and all 3 books aren't that long, so I can squeeze them in. Nice, Mel. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun, Maria. I just put all my books I'm planning on for my readathon on hold, and I just have to fill my TBR. Ooh, nice.
Cool. Yeah, and I have to think about what I'm going to read next month because that's coming up like really quick, and I haven't even really gave it much thought.
All right, so I was blocking bots.
I thought you like froze on me. I was like looking at you like, oh,
what?
I said for a minute I thought you froze on me because you got quiet while you were trying to get the.
Oh, I was I was trying to, yeah. I like really, yeah. Those are easy. I agree. Nice job, Hannah. I forgot to come back, but I got to 55% of the book, and I'm enjoying it, Tiffany. I have enjoyed the first 2 books as well. Nice.
Cool.
I'm glad you've liked that series. Exactly, Storm. I feel obligated to read something I don't want to. I make myself feel that way. Nothing. Yeah.
That's why I feel like prompts are for people who like, the challenge and the structure or whatever it is. But I like it when they say, but you don't have to feel obligated to read the prompts. Just read this kind of book and you're set. And I'm like, okay.
Ooh, Cornflower's doing a book a day in May as well, but I'm 2 books behind right now. No, don't worry about that. You've got a lot on your plate. 2 books behind is seriously.
I felt very far behind and gave up.
I don't know if I'll be able to catch up. I didn't plan well. You need to give yourself more credit. You've had way too much going on to. I would be pretty proud of only being 2 books behind.
That's what I was going to say. She's only 2 books behind, and she's had to worry about her parents, take care of her parents. She's had her grandkids have had the pneumonia. She's had, and only 2 books behind. I haven't had any of that going, and I'm like 10 books behind.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you should feel good about that because I'm nowhere close to 2 books behind, and I don't have anything going on. My North Carolina daughter is trying also, and we're both behind. We decided we are just going to be proud of ourselves no matter what our final numbers are. There you go. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I love the Cedar Cove. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I could listen to a lot of Nate the Greats because they're like really like you get 4 books in a volume, and I could say, look, I did book a day in May that way, but I'm like, I'm just not carrying it this point in time.
Yeah. You should totally not try to make a TBR for June, Storm. Just mood read for the month.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I have like certain things I have to do, like buddy reads or things like that, or like prompts for the, So it'll be a small TBR, and then it'll probably be like the rest of it'll be like whatever I feel like.
well, I keep saying to myself, I said to myself, well, right after Malice, I'll get right back to my sass. And then it was like, I started like committing to all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay, right after May, because there's middle grade May and there's this, I'll get back to exactly not, because I don't ever really create a TBR. I mean, other than like, I kind of pick in my head what I'm going to do for like scavenger hunt. But other than that, I don't ever like, I know I'm going to work on my sass list. So that's kind of what I think of. But like, I don't officially plan anything, but I feel like lately I just feel like I've overbooked myself, overcommitted.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying listening to Dangerous Type series. Comic Sans was better than the first two. I still like her Scottish series better. I love Coyote Sunrise. Nice. I feel like Comic Sans was probably, I don't know if I liked it better in two, but they probably were. But 2 and 3 were probably about the same, but they were far better than book 1, I think.
I think that it had potential to be better as the series went if she would have got to like make more in the series. But yeah, I do like the Scottish Bookshop one more. I do
agree. Elizabeth said, Tammy, I'm currently 3 books behind and think if you're only 2 behind that you're definitely winning. Exactly. Yes, just mood read for June. I'm calling it hashtag just June.
Yeah, there we go. Sounds good. I'll be right back.
Well, ask for your thumb. I'll help you out. Yeah. Was that, did I? Oh, no. Okay. I love that, Elizabeth. Yeah, that was, yeah. I think you're winning too, 100%. I've only been mood reading this year. It isn't that I don't want to be supportive, nothing personal. I'm just enjoying more not doing readathons. Yeah. I don't think there's, anything wrong with either way. Participating, not participating, taking some time off, whatever feels right for everybody. Who was I going to say? I do know I want to get a couple more middle grades in, which I think I'm going to read book 5 of the Sleepover Friends. And I'd still like to try the first Winter House, but that might be a little overcommitting to in May anyways. But I think I can do one more Sleepover Friend, which would be my 3rd middle grade for May, which, I mean, that's a lot of middle grade for me. So.
Yeah, that's not bad, yeah.
Because I really like this rereading the Sleepover Friends. I'm having a good time with it. It's pretty fun. So, but yeah, I think that June I still have some stuff, but then July is going to be just July for me. Can I do that, Elizabeth? Just July, hashtag just July for me. Thanks. Because June's going to, like I said, June's going to be a really slow month for me because I don't know. Kevin and I will probably be gone most evenings doing stuff just since we're only going to be together for a month. So we'll see. Not too.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Now that you have read all these first books in the series for your cozies and all that stuff, do you feel more obligated to work on cozies and pushing back trying any more romance? Just not in the mood.
I just haven't really I did do
I miss your romance talk on your channel.
I will be because I have something coming up and I don't know if it's kind of I do have something coming up with romance I'm going to be doing. I just don't know how out there it is yet, and so I don't want to say anything because it's not my stuff. But I will be doing some stuff and I'm really excited and looking forward to it. But it's not so much like what you said. Like I've started a lot of, it's not so much that I like feel obligated now to continue those and not read romance. It's that I want to continue those. Yeah. And it's not even like, oh, I don't want to read romance or I'm not in the mood. It's not even that anymore. It's that like I'm in the mood for a cozy. So it's gonna take precedent, I guess.
Okay. That's why I was just wondering
Yeah.
because I mean, you went rogue and you have all these things and you
Yeah.
sounded kind of like, but I have all this stuff down that
Yeah.
so I didn't know if maybe it was just
No. I finished both alphabets in April to free myself for the rest of the year. That's amazing.
I haven't even gotten anything marked on my alphabets, dadgummit, because everything I read has the same letters I've already used.
I love the Alaskan Diner series. I don't know if there'll be more. I hope so. But I I I like that series as well. Anything with Alaska. I'm still gonna try that Alaskan Cozy series that Storm really didn't care for because you never know. I might
Yeah,
really love it. And I
I would like
love
to see what
Alaska
you think about
settings.
it. Yeah, so
So I really hope so, but the answer is I don't know. But Melmac is probably the person to ask about that too. She's usually very up on books coming out, so maybe she'll tell us because I would like to know too. My TBR is massive. Oh my god. I thought I just whittled it down to 3,900, but then I added some books, so now I'm right at 4,000 or maybe right under. Maybe I kicked
yeah.
something off. I think I kicked something else off just so it wouldn't be at 4,000, so I could still say I was under. But I
I'm
feel
still
you,
working.
Regina.
I'm still working on adding my books back, and my want to read is up to 763.
Oh, Storm.
So, and I still haven't added like half the books that I have. So,
Yeah. Well, the reason then I'm like, oh, because when I say I almost have 4,000, I don't put an entire series on there. I usually try to just put book one of a series. It's not like I find the series and put like, so I'm like, oh,
yeah,
there's,
and it's like on my want to read, I only put the books that I actually have. So if it's book three,
oh,
if it's book three in a series, book one goes on books I don't own.
oh, interesting. You are way too organized for me. Like, I
That's
don't
the
do any
only
of that.
organization I have at the moment. And that's something new that I just started last year whenever I completely wiped out my want to read and started over with just the books that I have. And then that way I was like, well, I don't want to put them if they're not on, if I don't have them, I don't want to put them on there. So I made an exclusive shelf just for books I don't own. So that way I can keep them over there.
Wow. Wow, wow. Yeah, see, if I want to read it, I put it on my thing. That way someday I'll look at it because I'll forget. That's my
'Cause
whole
I'm thinking one of these
system.
days I might do like whether it's like spin the wheel or do something, and I can put read from my books I don't own shelf, and then I can just look on there
Yeah.
and find like a book one in a series that I have like book two or three of, and so
Yeah. Elizabeth said yes, you can. Okay, good. Thank you. I can absolutely do just July. Love it. I agree, Storm. I think if the Dangerous type series had continued, it had potential to stay at the level of books 2 and 3, possibly improve more too. Yeah.
yes,
Annie said, I really like middle grade books. So this month was fun. And I did the
yeah,
family prompt without trying since I read so many. Yeah. See, that's the nice part.
yeah.
I mean, when they just fit in like that.
That was like me. It's like I do think I haven't read an indigenous one for that, but I mean, I could probably easily do that. But I was just like, here's the prompts, but I'm going to read what I want to read anyway and hope that they fit into the family.
Sorry, I'm
And
just sending a quick. I'm meeting somebody. I have to be done at 3 because I'm meeting somebody in just a little bit, and they text me. Sorry, I apologize. I had someone trying to sell me something, call me 3 times back to back. So annoying. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't like that.
I said the first time, I don't want it.
Hannah, I was accidentally not subscribed to your channel. I need to know more about your small sass readathon that I'm seeing in the chat. I missed part of the live stream if they talked about it. Holy moly, Tiffany doesn't learn. It's a large number. It's a large number. So whenever I see people on Goodreads that like have more than that, I'm like, I want to make you my friend. I don't even care if we never speak or you don't read anything. You have more books on your TBR, and therefore I want to befriend you. Yeah.
Make you feel better.
Yeah.
No, what I'm thinking is whenever people that only have and that's okay if you like to do it this way, but like they have like 5 books on their want to read list. Because I think Lee's like that. Like she only puts books that she wants to read for like right now. She doesn't
Yeah,
just
which
put
is
them on there, which is fun. But I'm thinking, that's not very many.
yeah. But if it's for, the next 2 days,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, but you never know what people, you know what I mean? Like,
Because everybody does their Goodreads differently. So
yeah,
there's some
absolutely,
people that
100%.
they only put on their want to read the books that they want to read that month.
Yeah.
And that's all they ever have on there. Where I'm just like, want to read, want to read, want to read. Everything's on there.
Yeah, I totally just stick everything on there. If I want to read it, it goes on the want to read. That's it. That's my whole system, y'all. In its entirety. Use it if you wish. I'm just kidding. Hannah, I see the video now. I'll watch it ASAP. Gotcha.
While we're
Elizabeth.
chit chatting, I'm like, if I look distracted, it's because I'm trying to find a cozy with water that's on books that I've already like, so I don't have to start something.
Gotcha. LOL, what's that like? My want to read is all over the place. See, Hannah, I'm with you. Are you reading? What was I going to say? Do you read the Clam Bake series?
No.
Oh. And you're caught up in the Lighthouse? Well, you're on your own. No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to think about what other you.
Technically, I'm not caught up. I just don't know if I can put another ebook into my reading right now, since it's like I want to finish up a lot more of my like middle grade, which is why I could read Death at a Beach Read or whatever it is, the newest one, because I haven't the e-arc of it, but I just don't think I have enough time to fit it in. So I'm trying to find one that I could listen to.
Without starting a new series or anything like that.
Yeah. Which is harder than it looks.
Yeah, can be. My Goodreads want to read list is only books I have. My Amazon wish list is books I want to read but don't have yet. Smart.
Yeah.
For your readathon, Hannah, I'm reading 2 series that include my scavenger hunt picks. Oh, awesome. That's awesome. Storm, how fast can you listen to an audio?
Pretty fast.
Me too.
Because I listen to them usually on like two times the speed, depending on the narrator. But.
Yeah. Yeah, I can listen to them pretty fast if I have a significant chunk of time to like listen to them.
Like this, I listened to Comic Sans yesterday, and I started it probably around, I don't know, 2:00 in the afternoon, and I finished it like last night, so I had it done for today. So, but I did listen to 2.2 speed on that one. But yeah,
Book 4 of Southern Sisters has water.
I don't need a book 4 if I haven't read it.
That's awesome, Annie. Thanks for participating. We'll probably finish the Popcorn trilogy for your readathon too. Oh, that's awesome. I like the Popcorn series. If I hear about a book that I want to read, I just add it to my want to read. Yes, Susan G. You and I, we're in it together.
I used to be that way, and then I wanted to be more organized, or for myself anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to have both of my scavenger hunt, both part of the readathon. Oh, that's awesome. There's a Truest Trap novella with water.
Which one?
Very Mummy Holiday.
Well, I don't think I've read that one.
Well, look at that.
I was like, because I have read some of her novellas, but I'm really not big on the novellas in cozies. But I could make an exception.
Well, I was trying to help.
Yeah, I can't find
Um,
anything else.
I don't know what this is in reference to, but I'm sure you're helping.
I think she was talking like because she asked me like how fast I listen to audiobooks.
Oh, Storm listened to Comic Sans at chipmunk speed.
And I was still able to talk about it. So see, I understood what I was listening to.
So message me your mailing address on Discord at Hannah because I'm sending the popcorn series to you as soon as I'm finished with them. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
That is nice. Yes.
LOL. It was to Storm. Oh gosh. Did you just see what she said to you? She said, I was trying to help.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna stay out of it, but that sounds like she's getting a little attitude, but I'm totally staying out of it. Totally wiping my hands of it. I'm not involved. Sweet little angel. Can you believe she said that? I mean, never mind. Moving on. Just kidding. That's really nice of you, Cornflower. That's amazing. Storm, you've joined the Speed Reading Hall of Fame with Hannah and me.
Yay.
That's what I said. Tammy is so nice. Yeah, that's really, really nice. That's awesome. I love that. What, me? Me? What do you mean? Ugh.
Give it up, guy, man. Whoever. It's like the same person, I swear. Like they won't give up.
Well, they do it because after you put them in timeout so many times, it won't let you again. It says an error occurred, try refreshing. Like it won't let you do it.
Oh yeah.
Because
then they think you're just being mean, putting these people.
Yeah, maybe. Ugh. So Storm, what do you have coming up?
Well, I have my normal reading vlog that I try to get out on Sundays if I get it edited and everything. Hopefully this time I'm not as long-winded as last time. No guaranteed though. The last one was like an hour and something. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, long-winded. And I do have another book haul that I need to edit coming out.
Oh, yay. That's awesome. I'm going to be doing a Canadian cozy spotlight. We're always talking about
cool
Canadian cozies, so I'm going to do a Canadian cozy spotlight. And then I also think I'm going to do a spotlight about because I haven't done spotlights in a while, and I enjoy doing like those. A spotlight about like consignment secondhand shops and stuff because there's a bunch of those too. I might loop in like dress shops and stuff like that. If anybody has any ideas, I have a ton that I'm kind of breaking down but I don't know, like, would you watch an entire spotlight about like if I broke it down by profession? That seems a little too much because like if you like accountant, say for instance, like there might be 3 series. Like I don't know that needs to be its own spotlight. Yeah. So I was thinking about a way to do that. I'll keep thinking about it.
You could loop them into like categories of.
That's what I mean. Like I'm gonna probably jumble them with something else. And the other thing is, I think I'm gonna start a state one, like for every state, but it won't be a spotlight. It'll be kind of a different series.
Yeah.
Uppo, did somebody say something? I can see your face.
Oh, Melmac.
Oh, Melmac. These bots are worse than that salesperson, right? Today, on the 21st day of May, 2022, Storm is being inducted into the Speed Reader Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Storm. Storm, how do you feel about this win?
Yeah.
No speech?
No,
she didn't even prepare a speech. We gave her an award and everything, Mel. She didn't even prepare a speech.
I'm
Take it back.
I'm,
Take it back. No, I'm kidding.
I'm speechless.
I'm speechless. Speechless. At the book sale, we had a library at the library this week. The ladies boxed up cozy mysteries for me at the end of the sale, and I bought them sight unseen. Oh my god, I love that. Do a video sight unseen of what you got. That would be so fun.
Yeah,
I
that would
love
be.
when people do like mystery hauls.
Yeah.
I love mystery hauls way better than the regular hauls. I mean, I love hauls, but do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
I feel like my book hauls are like
Oh,
mystery
she
hauls.
said I'll be doing it. Sorry. I see it
So
now.
I feel like my book hauls are like mystery hauls because I'll look at one and be like and say what it is, and then I'll like look at the back and I'll be like, oh, this really sounds good because I didn't really pay attention. I just picked it up. Oh, that cover! I like the cover, so I just and it was 25
Exactly.
cents, and so I put it in there.
Yep. Yes, Canadian cozies. Yep. That's amazing. I need my library to yeah, that would be awesome, Hannah. I just saw that. You should do a spot like yeah. I think I'm gonna try to do a lot of the different professions, you know, that you can think of. You know, I just don't know that they all need their own spotlight because there's not as many when you get into like ad exec, you know, or I don't know. Think about like that sort of thing. Does there really need to be an entire ad exec spotlight? Probably not, but it would be cool to do like I'll probably lump it in somehow. But I like the hairdressers.
Yeah.
I included those in the drink one. So I have a drink spotlight and it has bars, pubs, breweries, wine, and then it also has like the tea shops and coffee shops and stuff. I agree. Any those that's thank you for the suggestions, y'all. I love them. Oh, Melmac. That will be a fun video, Elizabeth. Yes, I think so too. I'm excited about it. If I put a book on my Goodreads account, it automatically adds it as a want to read, and I can't remove it unless I indicate read. You should be able to go in and say like remove from all shelves.
Yeah.
Hannah Southern Cousin Series. She owns a salon and they are great. There's also a Nancy Cohen series that's really fun. I haven't read all of them, but I read a bunch of them a long time ago. I forgot all the books I get from library sales. You've got a ton too. You hit some major library sales
Yeah,
for
she
a
got
while.
lucky. And that's like the thing is like whenever I'm like shopping out in the wild for like cozies, where it's like the library sales or whatever it is, it's like all I find is romance. So that's what I've got the most of because that's all I find is romance. Horror books, mystery books, cozy mysteries. I rarely find those out where I'm
Really?
shopping thrift shops. Yeah, it's like an abundance of like romance because I told Dad, I'm like, show me a spot that has books on the shelf and you'll see romance, especially like Harlequins and stuff. Like they're everywhere.
How close are you to St. Louis?
A long ways.
Oh, okay.
Like
St.
6
Louis
hours.
has some huge book fairs, and when I used to buy physical books, like some of those book fairs, I scored a ton of cozy mysteries. But they were both in St. Louis. But I mean, they're big, big. Like one of them, they have it at a basketball arena, and it fills the whole arena.
That would be so cool.
It's St. Louis University's like they use their basketball stadium, and there were a ton of cozies, and then they had so many books. It filled the whole arena, and they still had more books. I don't know where they get all their donations from or how it works, but it was like a bag book sale. But like I looked through all the romances and they had so many romances that they were like, hey, because I was buying so many because, but I had stopped buying books from the bookstore and was only going to book sales at that time. And so I had bought so many. They're like, hey, we have boxes that we just can't fit out yet. Do you want to go through them? And they let me go through the boxes that were underneath.
Wow.
But I also found a lot of cozies because I was surprised by that too, Storm. Normally it's like you're saying, ton of romance and then a ton of like mystery, James Patterson and Koontz and all those. But
yeah, because I would like to thrift old horror books because I like the old horror books.
Yeah.
And like the ones that you don't see around, not like Stephen King and things like that or Dean Koontz, but like just the weird, obscure ones that you can't. And like with the mysteries, I would like to be able to find like some of the older like ones that were in like the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s type of mysteries, like in the Golden Age and all them kind of things. But yeah, I never find those out in the wild here, and it's like
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about those as
I
much.
have
Yeah.
to I have to get those off of like abesbook.com or thrift books or something like that.
But you know what? When I went to book sales, I was specifically looking at for cozies and specifically looking for romance. And like you're saying, with like, oh, that's a good one. Later, I wouldn't even know what I got. I would literally just go through, and if it was a cozy cover, I would throw it in the bag because they were so cheap that even if I didn't want it, I could donate. I was going to donate them after I got done reading them anyways. So it wasn't,
Yeah, like I have so many books, like the romances and stuff over here that I haven't like hauled yet or whatever. They're just over there, and like these ones I have here. I've got a system going now. I do the book haul, like the video, then I go through with my uh I have a bag of Pampers little like things to wipe them off with. The like it's the fragrant free ones. So I can wipe them down, get all the dust and dirt and things off of them. I got my Goo Gone for the stickers.
that's funny.
Get all that off, and then I input them into the computer. When I get those done, then I put them over here, then grab some more.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I have a little system I have, but then I'll like read the back. Like when I started with the last book haul that I just did that I just put up not too long ago. I would read like the first like sentence off the back, and I'm like, oh, that sounds really good.
Right, exactly.
Because
Exactly.
I had no clue what it was about.
Yep. It probably was before I you started coming, Mel, but I have a playlist of cozies, spotlights, and so if you go through there, it's the one that's labeled drinks, but like I did B&Bs. I mean, yeah, if you go through
Tons
the
of them.
spot through the playlist, you'll see them all. But that's probably why. Or you just don't watch. No, I'm totally teasing. I did it quite a while ago. Susan, you can also make an exclusive shelf if you have books that you don't want to have on your read or want to read shelf. Yeah.
Like that's what I did with my books I don't own shelf.
This is a good point. She said, I thrift, but usually don't find very many cozies. I wonder if it's because we read cozies online so much. Good point. I think that has something to do with it because I feel like, not that there's not any, but I feel like a lot of cozies are self-published, and so you're getting them on KU, you're getting them on, stuff like that. So,
And the ones that I do find out in the wild are like the older ones that I'm not sure if I would be interested into. Like
yeah,
Amelia Peabody or the Goldie whatever.
the Goldie Bear.
Yeah.
Goldie Bear is good. I liked Amelia Peabody too. Not as much. It's just that's just not as much my cup of tea. I mean, it's an amazing series. I just, but the Goldie Bear is really fun. It was I don't know. Never mind. I say that, but now I don't know if I only have 2 left. It's on my sus list, and I don't know if I want to read it because the last book irritated me. And then this book is 21 hours. We talked about this. I just don't know if I can do a 21-hour cozy, but somebody said they thought it might be 2 books, which then would be.
Well, I was wondering, I mean, is there any like novels that they attach to it or anything like that?
I don't know. But the last book also really upset me. Like, if anybody's reading it, I was shocked by the last book.
Is that your Goldie ones or is that something
15?
What series are you talking about?
Goldie Bear. Number 5. I think it would have been 15. If anybody's read that, message me. I messaged Cozy afterwards and I was like, oh my gosh. She said, I feel like all of them kind of are shocking. I'm like, not like this, because it was more like, Yeah, I don't want to give
Well, that's
anything.
what
I don't
she
want to give
says
a
that
spoiler.
those ones are a little bit more on the gritty, edgier
Yeah.
type, and I like the nice fluffy ones. So that's why I said the ones that I find out are like the ones from like the 90s or whatever that I'm not sure about that I would try an audiobook for, and then maybe if I liked it, I would go thrifting them. Like I see a lot of Monica Ferris ones, which I know is it Tammy that likes those cornflower. I think she likes those, and some others. I've heard Monica Ferris like mentioned a lot, and I find a lot of those, but that's like the only ones that I find, and I'm like, I don't know if I'll like it or not. So
Yeah. Breezy, it's so good to see you. Thanks, everyone. I'll try your suggestions. I'm on my iPhone usually, and maybe it doesn't give me enough options. Oh, well, you know,
yeah.
it is different. Yeah, you know what? Now that you say that, it is different. Would
Yes,
love
you need to
a
get
video.
on your laptop.
I have not done that one. Yay.
There you go.
That's a good one because, you know, I love that's like the
Oh, Naked
big,
HG, just get out of here.
that's like the big, okay. Okay. If
Well,
oh
get him
gosh,
off the top. I don't want
I was trying to block them and I put it up. If anybody got blocked, is everybody safe? Because for a minute things went chaos. I hope I didn't block anybody. I got them out, but I might have blocked somebody on the way. I don't think so though. To everybody, like we should
I
do a
don't
roll
see it.
call.
I don't see it where it says you've blocked anybody. So I think
Would love a video. Yes, I will definitely. I have not done one of those, and I can't believe I have done one of those because that's like one of my biggest buzzwords is the elderly or older sleuth.
I like those too.
I know it is an unlucky number for me. You are absolutely right because it's the same the series that shall not be named. I didn't remember what happened in that one, Tiffany. I'll have to look it up. If you've read it, I'll message you. I just don't want to. I don't want to, spoil it for anybody on here that hasn't read it that wants to. And Cornflower said yes,
I thought it was
loves Monica Ferris. Okay, I need to be wrapping up because I'm going to be meeting somebody. So Cornflower said, Anita said, Cornflower, try the Myrtle Clover Mysteries by Elizabeth Spann Craig. I want to read those. Those are on my new series to try. I've created a list of 22 series. Haven't started a single one from my 22 that I actually did a video on, but I've started about 30 series.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when I say gone rogue, I've gone rogue and to the dark side. It is bad, y'all. It's bad. Bad. Storm, I'm reading Monica Ferris. I think you would enjoy them. Okay, Anita's accounted for. Thank you, Anita. Occasion said she loves the Myrtle Clover and wished more people read it. It's on my want to start for 2022, but we'll see how that goes now. She may have accidentally blocked Melmac. No, seriously, are you being serious? Are you messing with me?
I think she's messing with me.
Okay, Melmac, are you here? I'll never hear the end of it. Oh, for the love. Please, please, please. Monica Ferris Needlecraft series was great too. Oh, see, so there's a lot of people that like it. Are there romance books with older main characters? Yes, there is a series called the Silver Fox series. I can't remember who it is by, and it is good. It is good. I will, I think it's called Silver Fox. Hold on.
And when you're saying older main characters, like how old is older? Because some people's definition of older could be like in their 40s, 50s, but some might have 60s, 70s.
She was talking about typewriters earlier. Like, wasn't she the one saying, like, no, that was Cav. Never mind. Okay, so there's a series called Silver Foxes of Blue Ridge. I knew it was Silver Fox. It's by L.B. Dunbar. L.B. Dunbar. And it is really good, but I will tell you it's pretty spicy. It's on the spicier side of romance. So if that offends you, don't pick it up because it's pretty spicy. But it was all older main characters. But if I get back to reading when I get involved in this romance thing, I'll be back to reading romances, and I'll probably do some more spotlights, and that's a great spotlight. So
Yeah, it is.
I enjoy doing spotlights in romance or cozies. I just think it's fun to research what's out there, and my
Like,
own
this is
TBR
a romance one.
completely multiplies doing them. What'd you say?
I said, and I'm missing your romance ones.
I'm probably soon, because like I said, I have something I'm going to be doing. The Myrtle Clover series, it does look cute. Okay, Jane is here. Jane is here. Good. Okay. I really don't want you to have a strike too, Jane, because like the third strike you're out. Ooh, I don't want to do that. So I'm good. I'm glad. Okay. Whew. Well, she hasn't said much, and Melmac is never
Yeah,
quiet.
I know.
She still hasn't said anything, and I'm like, oh my god, I'll never hear the end of it. Melmac. I mean, how often is Melmac not like?
You should usually pipe it in about something.
Said the person that never stops talking. I'm totally kidding, Mel. I love that you talk so much. I'm totally messing with you. But I am a little worried now because she just went like silent. It's like
She's
dead
doing it on
to you.
purpose, so you think that you like,
LOL. I asked her on Discord. Did she answer you?
Oh, there she is. I'm here. I ran outside for a minute. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Motor mouth.
All right. Motor mouth Melmac. That's hilarious. I'm here. Okay. Whew, whew, phew. All right, everyone. Well, I had so much fun today. So next set, let me pull up the schedule. Next Saturday, I believe, is that Lighthouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the Lighthouse.
Yeah, it's
I'm
the
trying to
water
think.
or lighthouse.
I'll put it in the Discord because I have to find it. I have to find the schedule that I had that.
It's the 28th, and it'll be the lighthouse or water.
Oh, see, she knows. Okay. All right. So, oh, what did I miss? No. Yes.
You were quiet when she
Hannah
got
said,
rid of the bots.
I think you might have blocked Tiffany or blocked Melmac. And I said, oh no. And then for one, I mean, you weren't saying anything. And I was like, oh my God, what are the odds that I did actually block her? I got really scared. I was scared. Bots and Tiffany was French. All right. Yes. Okay. So Lighthouse is next Saturday. Anything with water, anything nautical, if it's got a boat, cruise ship, anything like that. So
And
interpret it as you will. And there you go. It's only a matter of time before Tiffany sex casually. So I understand the concern. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend. I believe Mr. Francie is doing sprints tonight, right? In the Discord.
I think so.
I'm not positive, but y'all are
I
in
think
the.
he only takes Sundays off, so I think so.
Oh my gosh. Don't say that stuff out loud, Hannah. Yes, everybody stay safe if you have storms coming in. Cornflower, tell your mom and dad we're thinking of them. And yes, if we don't see you on tonight at the Discord, because I'll be watching hockey, I will see you guys Monday on, is it
Lee's channel?
Lee's channel. They do their sprints at 7 p.m.
Yes.
Bye, everyone. Thanks, Storm. Have a good evening.